So this is a type of candle that you'll hear of, or you probably know of, the reversible candle. And so I'll give you a really cool way that I personally use this candle. Quite simply, the candle with the oil. Now the oil here is reversible oil, but there's other type of oils that you could use, and dragon's blood is quite popular. I packed it away. Is also quite popular to use with this candle as well. Now the way I write a petition with this is, firstly, I will take my trusty skewer, and in the top of the wax, I'll write my name. I'll engrave it in the wax first. So very easy to do. My name is really Savannah. Your first name will do. Remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. You understand what it is. It's not for anybody else. Then what you do is you give the candle a few drops of the oil. And as I'm doing that, I'm thinking about who I want to reverse this onto, or who I want protection specifically from. I like to, yeah. Now this is for me personally. If you had a business, I'm going to talk about that in a second. Now on a paper, what you're going to do is write your name, and I wrote my name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. 9 times. And then you're going to write an incantation, or the following. All evil and harm that is sent to me reverses back to my enemies 3 by 3. And actually, when I say that out aloud, I sort of probably get into a little chant as I'm saying it. So I'm lighting the candle and saying, evil and harm sent to me returns to its source 3 times 3. Evil and harm sent to me returns to its source 3 by 3. So I get into that little chanting rhyme, if you want, and building up that energy as I'm lighting this candle. Now you could also dress the petition paper, if you like, with oil. It's not 100% necessary. Okay, and then you fold the evil or harm away from you, and you're supposed to sit the paper under the jar. Now sometimes I like to leave it open as well so I can actually see the chant. It really is up to you. Once again, personal preference. Now, if you were reading a psalm, if you're reading Psalms, let me tell you that 53, 54, 55, and then 70 in that order is what you'd say to the candle each day as you go back to it. A few drops of oil, and then say it again. Now, I'll give a tip. Not everyone will put more oil on the candle during the burn, and sometimes I don't. Most of the times I do, because I have all of these, oil jars out there, and it's very easy for me to do that, especially because I have so many different candles going, and I just love doing this stuff, so it's no big deal. But if you miss out putting more oil on it, it's okay. I'll also do this type of bath, and I recommend doing this type of bath every now and then anyways. And my recipe is nutmeg, hydrangea, and hyssop. I'll just boil those like you're making a cup of tea, even a teapot, and then I'll put that in my bath water, and I'll have a spiritual bath with that. Probably once every month, at least once every few months, if I'm using maybe a hydron bath or something else at the same time. Now, I said that I was going to give you a tip if you're also doing a protection for your business style candle as well at the same time, protecting your business from Jinx sort of conditions. And so what you do in this case, here's your next tip, or the next step up, if you want, in complexity, is that you can put both candles side by side. So I could write on the candle itself, so protect from and reverse to its source 3 times 3. So be it. If you like, you could also inscribe your business name in the top of the candle. And actually, I'll dress that with my own dragon blood oil. Normally, I don't like pouring it straight out of the jar. Now, if you like, you could also write a petition for your business and also fold that and have that sitting on, you'd have that jar sitting on that petition and this jar sitting on this, on its own petition, but you would have them together. The way I'm going to do it for myself today, I'm going to have my reversal candle here and my business reversal candle and protection right here. Now, I've just got in my book of shadows the other candles I usually use for protection of my business, or uncrossing my business from Jinx conditions, I should say. Uncrossing, High John, Blockbuster, and Saint Peter. If you wanted to use a saint's candle, that's good for that. And then what I normally do is, if I wasn't doing my personal candle here, I might also do some level of prosperity candle for my business as well. Next to it, this is an improved business candle, but I'm burning them side by side. That's the key message here. I've got my prosperity to bring luck and abundance to my business, and I've also got anyone that wishes it harm to be reflected back on them and to protect my my business here. So that's a really popular way to do this type of work. But for today, this is what we'll do. Burning this side by side. Now I will add, when I'm doing this work, I normally like my space a little darker. I'll normally have a little white chime candle I use to light all of these, rather than the barbecue lighter, but we make do. Now these will sit on my own personal altar.